Went to this bar, and it was a Hispanic bar, right? Everybody's playing Spanish music. They're all playing pool.
Cuando dices Hispanic bars, no, estos son paisa bars. Cuando entras a estos bars, ahora sí, ponte las pilas, carnal. Aquí es donde que head on a swivel, para arriba, para abajo, porque te están vendiendo desde micas hasta perico, carnal. Hay de todo en este pinche bar.
I wanted to play pool, just drink and chill, and things were going good, right? I just wanted to release some stress, just drink and play pool and just not think about anything. So I was at the bar, and then these ladies were sitting at the bar, but I was playing pool. One of them comes up to me, she's like, "Hey, can you invite me to a drink?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll buy you a drink. It's okay. Like, get one." I wasn't really trying to talk, but I got her a drink, right? And then she's right there sitting next to me, and I'm kind of like, not trying to talk. She calls her friend over and goes like, "Can you invite my friend for a drink?" And I'm just like, "What? Like, I just bought you a drink. Now you want me to buy your friend a drink?" I'm like, "Okay, your friend can get a drink. I'm just being polite."
A lot of things are happening here. You understand? Maybe you don't see what we see. When you go into a paisa bar, they're expecting a roofer, a plumber, a guy that works with his hands, man. Second, cuando ella ya vio, dije, ay, tengo un pendejito aquí. That's their MO, guys. They go in there, they offer you a drink. Their job is to sell these drinks. That's why she's bringing her friend. Hey, we got one. Come on. These girls are taking advantage of the situation and you don't see it. If you're not there to see a girl or hang out with the girls, mind your business. When you're at these paisa bars, look, blinders on. That's it. But on a swivel, baby. On a swivel.
I get her a drink, and she goes like, "Can I have another drink?" I'm like, "We haven't even had a conversation. We haven't talked nothing." And she asked me, "Can I get another drink?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm leaving already. I'm cool." I didn't want to be there no more. I felt like kind of weird, and
First of all, I can understand why you bought the first drink because I've been to these bars. Not that I'm an expert, but let's just say I lived a little. I can see why you're like, man, there's probably somebody's mom and she's here and she wants a beer. I mean, because I know it wasn't because you looked at them and they looked attractive. These girls that I see in these paisa bars, usually those girls,
I paid my bill, and I look at the bill, and they charged me double for their drinks, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on with this?" And then he's like, "Oh, you didn't know they were charging you to drink drinks with them?" "What do you mean charging me?" And then he was like, "Oh, te estaban fichando." I was like,
a lot of people don't know what fichas are. Let me explain to you. These women are hired by the bar. Las contrata el bar, güey. Ellas vienen, oh, quiero fichar aquí. What their objective, their MO is to sell as much beer as possible. Now, you get to pay twice the amount of the beer because you get to talk to her. Mexican men are never going to go to therapy. This is their therapy. For years, Mexican men go to these paisa bars and they pay these women's beer so they can talk to them and complain about their kids. They complain about their wives. They complain about their boss. And these girls lend a sympathetic ear without going, cállate pendejo, por eso te corrieron. They don't need the criticism. They need a nice lady to tell them everything's going to be all right. So what you actually paid for, the ficha, it's a therapy session. It's your fault that you didn't know how to use it. But it was there for you to use. These both ladies were willing to listen to your bullshit.
"Fichando." I was like, "Fichando? ¿Qué es eso?" I was like, I didn't understand what the hell was fichando, but apparently you pay them for their company to drink with
Absolutely.
you.
Listen, when you walked in, these girls are experts. They know how to read the face. So they saw that maybe you were a little down. That's why they offered their services. You got to understand, they're there for your service. You didn't know how to utilize it. That's it.
Does it look like I need to pay somebody to drink with me? In that case, I might as well pay for a therapist to have a conversation with me and actually help me. Right there, they were just like sitting there and not doing nothing. And I got charged double for their drink. And I was like to the guy,
You just made
"Are
my
you kidding me?" Like,
Yes, they're like therapists. They are your therapists. That's the Mexican therapist. That's where we go. You don't even understand how many important decisions, how many quinceañeras were decided in those bars, how many times people said, me voy pa'l rancho o no. Y esa fichera, that girl that was working that bar, she helped make that decision. She puts them over that edge. Should I go get my contractor's license? Esas ficheras, you don't give them enough credit. They go, tú puedes, mijo, échale ganas. Así que, carnal, no te agüites, carnal. Next time you're in front of a bar that says El Chalinillo, El Rinconcito de Juchipila, Mi Corazón de Guadalajara, whatever that place is, Mi México Lindo, whatever that place is, now you know exactly how the program works, and you know why these ladies are there. They're there to service you.
Woohoo! Great shot. Felicidades, well done.